Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back with another testimonial from a dear client and member, Mr. Govind. He's here with me to, go into this talk about detoxification, how we ended up here and what it's been like to work with me and to be a member. Now, I'm Hilde Larsen. I'm a health and mindset coach. I'm a detox specialist. I'm an author of 3 books. I'm a speaker, but most of all, as always, I'm a health enthusiast. I'm a life enthusiast. Govind, hey, I just found some of your paperwork and what you sent me. And, we all think we're pretty special when we're not feeling right. But the sad thing is so many of us are going through so many of the same symptoms that I know that you are dealing with. And I'm just going to list a few here. We're talking about low adrenals, low thyroid, weakness of the liver, pancreas, intestinal tract, malabsorption, nervous system, suppression, emotional issues, anxiety, depression. Isn't that the typical that I see? I went through so much anxiety myself, and long hauls of depression. And it's like we've accumulated this whole life and other lives probably, of stagnancy and lack of flow and not being authentic and not expressing our soul purpose. So for you sitting here and me sitting here, I know that we're in Norway right now, but I know that you're not really from Norway. So to connect today, what could we ever do without the internet? So I want to ask you, first of all, however did you come across me, Govind?
Oh, I think first I came across hello, yeah, hi. Hello everybody. And first I came across Dr. Morse, actually. That was the first one. And it was from Anu Buddha and Anasha, my teachers. I studied conscious touch with them, and I've been in that kind of circle. And just before I was going for the workshop with them in Ecuador, they sent me the video about the Dr. Morse. They had the interview with him, and I was kind of like really, watching. And then I was like in all this darkness and this kind of, very unclear mind and a very sad diet and and then I watched this video and I was like, oh my God, what it is. It was like really opening my third eye, like just by watching the video, I kind of, something inside me was sensing that, oh my God, that's something, that's gonna be like some revelation in my life. I completely didn't know what's gonna happen, So I watched that video, and then the same night I had like a really strong dream, and I think it was actually Dr. Morse and you kind of in the spirit, like really coming strongly, like in this dream. I woke up, it was like, completely psychedelic, like the whole night. And I think so since I kind of watched the first video of Dr. Morse, I was digging deeper. And then I think one of the videos, it was actually you and him. So, And then I went for this retreat with my teachers. And then they told me that, if I'm interested in this diet and in the lifestyle and in the change, then Anasha told me I should connect with you. She said, oh, but there is Hilde, she's Norwegian and she lives in Norway and you have to connect to her and try her group. And she said that she knew something about you. So she told me about it actually. And then then I to be honest, I had some resistance, I thought, no, I want Dr. Morse. I was so kind of fixed, because that's my kind of pattern also. When I get fixed too much with my idea or my thoughts, then I can't see opportunities, but there's something inside me was like, okay, well, let's connect, let's check it out and let's see the group and let's see the website. And then I said, and then I think after 1 or 2 weeks, I started raw food, and then I was transitioning because I really got this strong, very strong, message inside, or this awakening to the truth. I was like, oh yeah, we are supposed to eat fruits, and I've been still watching then a lot of videos of Dr. Morse, and then also your videos, and then everything was sinking inside that, yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
And then
and you came to me with this amazing passion and willpower to change everything, you know, and that's what I remember the most with you. They were so willing to go all in. And
yeah,
I think that can be important to talk a little bit about, because, you know, being a strong person that you are and so willing, and you were so spiritually connected when we first met, that
yeah,
you get so eager, it could be even, you know, hard, because you fall on your face a lot of times, because it's really powerful. And even though you want, you know, things to happen quickly, I think you realized in the body and mind that,
yeah.
you know, what really came up was a lot of emotional, you know, that were,
Oh yeah.
you know, attached to your physical symptoms.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, that's totally true, huh? And I've been very enthusiastic and like really like a lot of passion, and I learned a lot, no, throughout this year, because now it is 1 year since I'm on the.
Yes.
I was on the fruits, and
Yes.
then I had a consultation with you, and then yeah, I thought I was kind of healthy, and then suddenly like.
And then I read your eyes, and then your eyes were
Yeah.
us what you
And
really,
I was like, oh man, this is really not good. But yeah, and then of course I wanted, you know, because I have this enthusiasm, so I wanted to bring it to everybody around me, you know, like all my people, all my friends, all my family. And then that was like this emotional part that, you know, like people, like they were not really ready, or it's not their thing, and you know. And then, so of course, then I connected to all this rejection that is kind of a pattern in me, no, like, you know, like a mind structure, or this idea that I'm rejected or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was coming, and that's emotionally connected, no?
Yeah. So there's been a lot of self-worth and self-love work done, and to get a lot of old patterns out there. I'm not being sufficiently enough. For everyone, and a lot of people struggle with this, you know, in this society that we're at, with children, no children, and different families to, you know, connect with and try to live up to, and everybody's trying to do good and making a living, and it's a stressful world that we live in. And what you were experiencing were also, you know, of course, the low adrenals and other glands that get really hard, you know, hit hard from emotional trauma as well. And that's more acidic almost than any diet can be. And then when you walk around with that, you know, those symptoms, it kind of escalates into this cycle, down spiraling cycle, because, you know, the more stressed and the more anxious you get, the more you're going to hit those adrenals. So what have you noticed has been, since we started working together, and I want you to talk a little bit about, since you're a member also, people don't even know what that is, but what do you feel has changed the most in the physical? Can you put anything in the physical? I know you're also working with the Wim Hof method. You're working with the hot and cold, and you know that I'm a big advocate of that. Made my own program towards that, inspired by Mr. Wim. He's a great mentor. And using other tools, of course, than the diet itself. I mean, we were just chatting about that before going live here now, that you're actually juice fasting as well these weeks. And we're talking about how easy it is to be attached to food with your thoughts, and that it's, you know, been freeing. You just said, I think I'm not thinking about food as much anymore. So what has changed in your physical? Can you put anything, can you pinpoint how your physical has changed within this year?
Yeah, it changed a lot. I mean, I like physically, you know, I lost like around 25 kilo weight. No? That's like, that was a big change.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I feel quite good in my body now in general, no? Like, I don't feel I'm thin or something. And and I also started to train out a little bit. So that's.
Do you feel you have energy now? And
yeah, I feel much higher energy, no? Like, you know, yeah, basically you just wake up and you have energy, no? It's just amazing. Yeah. And so higher energy, that is one thing, and then much more flexibility also, no? Like flexibility in the joints, in the muscles, and much more movement, and yeah, it's like it feels like the body is much more alive, no?
Yeah. Yeah. And how about your emotional and mental state? Has that changed within the last year?
It does change, no? Like I became much more calm, actually.
Yeah, calm.
Like well, before I got calm, I just got calm last week. Before I got calm, of course, it goes up and down. No?
Yeah.
It's like, But it is like more reflective also, no?
Yeah.
And I see also on the fruits, I can go much deeper into the kind of altered states of consciousness also, no? It's much easier. It's like in June, like last June, I've been doing the grapes. I've been eating grapes for like 25 days. That's my kind of like, yay.
Yeah.
And then, then I could actually feel, all the tissues of my muscles and how the lymph was moving, and like, just sitting by the tree and going into meditation. It was just like half a second, no? So I think it's great. But I think I change a lot. So, and also my physical, and it's amazing because like, as I said before, like I've been really into it, like, want to bring it to the whole world and stuff. And then of course, like I had a moment like a couple of months, like at the end of the last year, 2018, where I kind of went a little bit, I started to doubt, no? Like, oh, maybe I should start, like not doubt, but like there was something still like, no, it was like a doubt, no?
Yeah.
Because like I could feel not accepted by the society, by, families and stuff.
Yeah, emotional.
And then I went like kind of down, and then like, I've been eating sometimes like cheating or stuff like this, what we call. And then all my physical body was changing again. No, I was coming back to this old, like, like a little bit overweight and like really not really looking good, like, in the physical. And then I had to crop it, like really cut the crop and just decide to go for it.
And go back.
Yeah. And then since I decided now, then because also then I changed my mind not to change anybody, not to convince anybody, and just be myself, no? So now I feel like the second year when I started now, this was quite strong coming recently, that now I'm going really inside, no? Like I make it just my own personal journey, and then whoever gets inspired, or people will see, no?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no other way to do it. So I've been seeing you in the members group also sharing. What has that meant to you to have that place to go to, and the support, and
exactly
what's in there of I don't think people know what the resources in there. I mean, all the challenges and the courses, and what do you think? What has your experience been? Because you've been in for a while now.
Yeah. I think I've been in the membership since the beginning. No? I mean, since I started since March. No?
You as well. I was talking to Tor yesterday, and I said you're probably the first one, then you're probably the second that came into that group. Yeah.
I mean, it is amazing. It's amazing also to see how how the group develops. No, like new members and new context, and now I think the context is amazing, especially for March also. No.
Yeah.
And also you've been reading the book last month, and like I've been not really reading this myself. I thought I will, but at the end I didn't have really time. But like just listen to you, and every day it was amazing, no?
Yeah, thank you.
And but in general, I mean, I think without the group it's very hard to do it, no?
Yeah.
I think it's very hard, because like if you are like on the normal diet, and if you are under pressure of all the family member, whoever you live with, and and then you are the only one that wants to kind of eat fruits, or I don't know if it's possible really to go 100%, no?
Well, it is possible, because I had to do it, but that's why I created the group, so that other people didn't have to do it, and that they knew where to go to get all the material that they needed. Absolutely. And I see people make friends in there, like lifelong friends, you know,
Yeah.
from all around the world.
Yeah. I'm still chatting with Camila. No, I think now she left the group, but we are still talking.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's
so it's it's amazing. And thank you for being there. And another thing that you did, which was amazing, is that if you had a period which was very, I wouldn't say difficult, but if you were experiencing something that kind of you felt drew you in one direction, we would have a session. You'd call on me and would have a session. And that's the mentality that will take you there. You reach out, you get help, and you get the little tweaking that you need right there and then, and you keep on going.
Yeah, true. Actually, the sessions with you were also great. No, I don't say it just to say that, you know, like, but it is true, no? Like, but, no, but because like what I want to say, it's like the sessions with you, it's like, for me, like how I see it now, it's like, you know, when we connected, like then my vibration was like rising to my highest potential, no?
Oh.
And then it's like, you know, having a session with you, like for like a 2 week, I'm preparing myself for the session. So it's not just a session 1 hour, but it's like the whole process, no?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like I feel that you are like standing there, like holding this light, and you know, I'm kind of like just unfolding myself, no? And like seeing what is the best for me, and it's like highly motivating, no? Yeah. I saw it like this, to work with somebody who is actually on that level all the time, no?
Yeah.
And then it's like, so the session was like, I could feel like, then I go to the session, you know, and then you really kind of see me, you know, and like really guide me. And like sometimes I could also feel like, you know, my heart, ego, like, because you say the things that, you know, that are true, but like sometimes I don't want to see myself, no? And then okay.
Yeah. I don't hold that much.
yeah. And that was great, no? Because that is really like, I think that's the things that I need to work, no? Like myself on.
Yeah, I do.
And then after the session is like one month, maybe, like, you know, there is after session, like 1 month is this kind of setting the goals, intentions and stuff, and then seeing how it works.
Well, thank you. That was beautiful. I have to remember those words. Well, I also want to thank you for being here. Is there anything else you want to tell the people watching?
Yeah,
or
it's a lot.
Are we just good? We're just going to say, if you haven't started your process yet, it's time. You know, people are showing up and people are changing their lives. And by changing our lives, we are changing the world. So thank you for healing the world with me, Govind.
Yeah, it is great, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Much love to you for being here. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.